Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Emma Rowena, and today, this first week of 2021, I would like to share with you a topic that has become one of my favorite topics. It used to be a topic I would resent because I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't understand what it meant and how to connect to it or how to use this in my life. And I think as we all sort of move into a new year and we all wish for a better year than 2020 has been, we need to do our part. And what better way to do that than to connect to our own self-love, self-worth, and connect to the value of every human being through understanding the value of ourselves. We all have the power of love in our hearts. We are love. We're created from love. There's a seed in there that maybe you've forgotten or you can't find, like I couldn't. And I used to try to get other people in relationships to love me without having this connection. It didn't work very well. And I usually connected to people who had the same situation. So these relationships didn't really work very well. Sometimes you get lucky and you find somebody who can help you open up. But my journey was different, and yours might be as well. If you're searching for a way to find your own self-worth, then that is part of your journey. So embrace it, because it's a wonderful journey. It can be a little challenging at times, but I'm going to share a little bit about how you can connect to this, because if you're not in contact, if you do not understand or realize this amazing, unconditional frequency or energy of love that resides in you, then you probably don't understand what it is and how to connect to it. It can be hidden under a pile of junk, which is rules and regulations and trauma or messages from your surroundings and from yourself telling you that you're no good. A lot of people have this in their lives. A lot of people rule their lives from this perspective, that I'm worth nothing. Now, the magnetic field around your heart is a lot bigger than your mind, for instance. This has been measured. They can measure this. You have a lot of energy in this area. And if this area is polluted, if you wish, by self-loathing or by deceiving or putting yourself aside, then that's what you will radiate out. Now imagine if you're sitting in a meeting and a person comes in who's in pain, going through some trauma, or has a very negative, destructive way of thinking, of acting, of meeting people, will come into this room like this. This will be the energy. You will feel it. You will cringe. The whole meeting, the whole communication will cringe in the room. And you won't probably understand why, but this is the effect that we have on each other. Now, if you sit in the same room and everybody's now a little cringed and somebody else comes in who is in fully contact with their own self-love, their own power, they're strong in this. Nothing can pull them out of it because they have connected to it. They know their own worth. They radiate it. They come in with a smile. They come in with an affirming look at everyone in the room, knowing that none of them can threaten them, so they can give out this beautiful smile to everyone, even the one who makes everybody cringe. Now, imagine this. Notice what your body's doing as you imagine this person coming into the room, lighting up the room. Your whole body opens and you start breathing easier, and the conversation will flow easier. This is the impact that we have on each other. It's beautiful, it's powerful, and the more we are aware of this, the more we can help ourselves and others, the more we can help the world become a better place. Now, how do we move from that cringing person to the loving person, the strong, the safe? I mean, we're a lot stronger than we think. And it's not bad to be strong if it comes from the right place. If we do it from a place of self-nourishment and self-care and self-love. If you love, you are love. When you love, you are loved. So, imagine there's a little seed in there. It's a flicker maybe. Maybe you have a little bit of a bigger flame in there that is representative of this energy of love. This beautiful solar energy. It's like a tiny little sun waiting to open up your whole life. And there's a lot of junk covering it up. A lot of negative thoughts from generations back. A lot of programming telling you to step aside. You come last. It's particularly a lot of women have had this, mothers. This doesn't work for you. It doesn't work for your society anymore. We're moving towards a different age where this energy of love is supposed to come out. It's time. We're ready. And I invite you to make the choice of moving towards that. So just imagine this seed, and imagine it's like a seed in the soil, and there's been lots of junk put on that place, and that seed can't really find its way. Well, you have to move away that junk. Some plants actually are very, very strong. They will eventually find their way anyway. Imagine that. That is how strong your own unconditional love is. Or a flower that's waiting to explode and burst through the snow in the spring. It's the same energy. You have a lot of power. And the more energy you spend holding it back and putting a lid on it, the more exhausted you're going to get, because this power is so strong. Imagine the immense power you're using to hold it down. You're an infinite being in a body. Your mind can go to Pluto in the universe, to the past, to the future, to people around the globe, to your neighbor. Your energy can go all these places. Let's bring it back down into your heart now, in a tender, caring gesture for yourself, an act of love, of acknowledging your own worth. Now, this love, that's all it is. It's actually an energy saying you are enough. It doesn't have anything to do with how slim you are, or your makeup, or the way you act, or whether you're good at something. Everybody has a gift in some way. And the main gift is just being you and being able to love, and discover that gift of being able to love, to be love. So I invite you to just feel as if you can sort of pull away some of the weeds and some of the junk and some of the dirt covering up this seed of yours. Maybe it's like a curtain or a veil covering up this area here. Just imagine pulling it aside, and you don't even have to know what it is. It's enough just to imagine doing it. Just go through the movement if you like. Use your hands if you like, doesn't matter. Or just in your mind. And just see if you can get a little bit closer to this flame. And what you're doing is you're getting a little bit closer to who you truly are. And you're such a beautiful soul. And doing things that honor you will help this process. It means taking care of you, taking care of your body, eating food that nourishes your body, going for a swim in the cold water if that's what you want to do. That's what I do, for one thing. Meditate is a beautiful practice for this. Drinking a wonderful cup of tea, as I mentioned in the Becoming Present video I did a little while ago. Petting an animal, connecting to the people that you know in your heart that you truly love. Often we can experience the unconditional love in relation to our children or to our animals. But if our own self-love is completely blocked, even that can get disturbed from this. So the biggest gift you can give to your children is to connect to this. Because because it's such a powerful, beautiful force, and the children will thrive in it. And the closer you get to this powerful, beautiful love of your heart, the more beautiful your relationship will develop. You will connect to people who are opening up or opened up in the same way. And your life will start to change. You will start feeling rich, wealthy, even if you don't have all the castles or houses that we sort of dream of sometimes, or the latest in fashion or whatever. You will feel rich because you have so many beautiful things that you have given yourself, both physical things, but also experiences, qualities, moments. And one thing I like to do in the mornings, particularly if I look extremely tired, I force myself to look in the mirror, and what I do is I do this, hi. And I smile to myself and I hold my own face. And suddenly, somehow, I feel beautiful. So this was my little invitation to you to do whatever it takes. If you're not so lucky that you've met that one person who opens up your heart so that you're connecting to it, then do the work. But even if you do, make sure that this opening up is your own. It's not conditioned by that person. It's you. You own this. You own your own essence of love. And as we now have started moving into the age of Aquarius, the age where things start flowing quicker. That's what they say, age of Aquarius, it's air. So things will happen quicker, sooner. There will also be more conflict between the old and the new. Bring this energy, let this expand, let this flow with the waves in the air. And send a thought of love to people that you want to connect to. But first of all, send this thought of love to yourself and see if you can see and watch that sun, that seed, expand into first a small sun and a greater sun. And eventually you will be surrounded by this beautiful energy. And you'll have this large, beautiful sun holding your space, holding you, so you can go into that meeting and nobody can pull you off track. And if you feel pulled a little to the side, you know to come back. You know to connect here. You are worthy. You are enough. More than enough. You're a beautiful soul. Let's connect from this, especially in these times when we're moving towards new things that we don't know yet what are. That was my message today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it reached you somehow. Nothing would please me more than if I could touch somebody with some of my thoughts. I wish you a beautiful day or night whenever you're listening to this. Take care, and I hope to see you another time. Many blessings. Bye-bye.